Welcome once again here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. My name is Paul County, President and Founder of Regional Radio Sports. Glad that you can join us here. Continuing with our time here inside the Goodman Gymnasium at the Y Camp Athletic Center. It's Bethel University Women's Volleyball Media Day. And I've got the core group of the BUPilots with us here today. We've been blessed to be able to talk with our coaches and student athletes. Paige, Franz is here to my left, Hayden Biedenbach to my immediate right, and Delaney, Kintz down here on the far end to my right. Glad to have these young ladies being a part of Bethel Media Day. I know things are a little different this time around for you guys. Erica Dregetz is in her second year. Maddie Beaver-Kern has left my broadcast booth and is joining on the sideline. I don't know if I like that or not, but I'm glad. So let's, Paige, let me start with you. Let's talk about, as you look back on Erica coming in and becoming the head coach. I know there's always an adventurous. There's some anxiety. You know, what kind of coach is she going to be? Is she going to be tough? Is she going to be ornery? You know, where's she going? Are we going to run till we puke? I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you're thinking about. When you look back on Coach Erica's first year, what were you surprised about, and how excited are you about this second year for her?
Yeah, I guess I would just say I was not really surprised, but just blessed on how much she cared about us. As having going from a guy coach to a girl coach is it's a big difference, and just having someone that really understood how just to even coach us in practice, how we're feeling just on good girl to girl level. I just thought that was super awesome, and just being just welcomed into her family so quickly.
All right, Haley, how about you? What was the transition for you like? And I think my personal opinion that Erica passed with living colors. What do you think?
Yeah, it's been a really good transition having her as a coach. She's shown a lot of growth, just how to coach college athletes and get to know us. She's invested in our lives so much, not only in the game, but also emotionally, spiritually. And she just cares about us a lot. We kind of live at her house sometimes.
There you go.
So it's been awesome.
Delaney, what were your thoughts as you see Erica growing in her role?
Yeah, I mean, my first year here was also her first year here, so it was super awesome just to come in and have a coach that really cares about us. We really are at her house a lot. She's super welcoming, a really good spiritual leader, and she just really cares, and it's super awesome to have a coach that genuinely cares about us.
I know this was an exciting time this summer because you guys went on the mission trips together. I've heard some great stories already. Delaney, let me start with you. The mission trip is something that always is an adventurous role for athletes and for anybody who's going, because more often than not, and I've said it 100,000 times, I think, that the athletes who are going to minister to others come back changed more than the people that you're ministering to. So let me start with you. How were you changed?
I definitely, I'd been on mission trips before, so not in a bad way, but I was kind of expecting it to be some other mission trips I had gone on, and this was a completely different experience. I do feel I definitely was way more changed than some of the people that I was ministering to. It was super awesome just to see God working through something I didn't expect to see so much change through. So it was super awesome to just come back and look on that trip and just truly feel like I'm closer to God through that.
Paige, how about you? What ways did you change? Or was it good for you?
Yeah, I loved Jamaica. It was a super good experience. For me personally, I just saw God work through me in a way I've never really seen before. I was dealing with some personal issues at home that I found out on the trip. And then I just leaning into my teammates and leaning into God in a way I never have before, and finding my strength through God instead of my strength through myself alone, and finding my strength through my teammates. It's just it's a bond with my teammates and just a bond with Christ that, just forever changed me. And I just think it's super awesome.
Do you think it changed the collective group as a whole, Haley, when you look at the way everybody's come back? I know that in years past that I've talked to athletes, especially here, that the collective group came back closer in their relationship with Christ, closer in the relationship together collectively as a unit. Do you see some of that with this group coming back?
Absolutely. We talked quite a bit about just what it looks like to love each other, and how being there, being surrounded by each other, serving the community that we were with there, and just seeking out ways to be selfless and model the love that Jesus modeled for us. I think just brought us all so much closer together.
You guys are playing in the best conference in America. The national champions reside in this league in each and every game, in each and every match. It's kind of like a gauntlet. You have to bring your A game every time out, and there's really not a lot of margin for error, Paige. And I'm going to start with you because someone who's around the ball all the time. I mean, between you and Haley, you guys are like dueling quarterbacks out there. I can use a football reference from my vantage point as a football guy. Give us an idea on what is it like preparing for the best teams in the country, national championship type quality opponents, and how you have to almost play error-free to have success.
Yeah, I honestly love playing like teams that are just really good because the higher level teams I feel like I play better because I play up to that level, I would say. But I just go in the mindset of like, I'm not going to let a ball hit the ground. Like our coach always tells us, like before every game or before every serve, like you're the best defensive player out there. You're the best passer on the court. She'll tell like everybody that. So that's just a mindset I go in like, I'm here for a reason, or I'm on this court for a reason. Like I'm not going to let a ball hit the ground. And some things we tell each other too is like, you can't get to a ball that you don't try for. So yeah, just kind of go with that mindset of like, I'm going to get everything I can get to.
Haley, for you, first team all-conference, you were the freshman player of the year. You've caught the eye of all the coaches in the league. And quite frankly, and talking with coaches in our pregame interviews during the broadcast last year, people are having to game plan knowing where you are at on the floor. And that is the greatest compliment that you can get, where we got to know where Biedenbach is on the floor. We've got to be able to take away some of her weaknesses, or does she have some? So let's talk about your approach playing in a league that arguably that you're one of the elite players in this league.
Thank you. I think I find myself having to focus on basics a lot, like especially when I need to get my head in the right space. Just thinking of the first things I learned as a setter is where do my feet need to be, keeping my hands high, and simple things like that actually help me quite a bit. And just communicating with my teammates, what do they need, focusing on what I can give back to them instead of focusing on all of the mistakes that I'm making and drawing into myself. Usually helps me prepare.
Does it help having Maddie Beaver-Kern coming in and having played that role as being the setter's coach? Can you explain to me how important that is for your development and continued growth? Absolutely.
She knows the game really well, and she's such an awesome coach. She's really sweet, really encouraging. And also, when I committed here, she was still a player. So having her kind of as my role model, like stepping onto this team, watching how she played, how she handled herself on the court, and then stepping into that position myself has been a really cool transition.
Delaney, I know that you were a multi-sport athlete when you were in high school. Give us an idea that when you were back in the fort and doing the multi-sport athlete thing, how playing two sports has helped you zero in now that you're only playing one, but just having the experiences of multiple coaches, different types of personalities, different types of teammates. Has that helped you here in your development?
I think it definitely has. I think it's good to like branch out and get different perspectives, not just from different volleyball coaches, but from other sports coaches as well. I played basketball, so I feel like that helped my endurance a lot. Just helped working with like different people. I feel like volleyball players and basketball players have like different personalities, so just kind of like working with those like different groups, and then just like getting to experience a bunch of different coaches is super good. There
are 9 juniors, I think that's what I counted on the roster. That may be the biggest class in the group. So Haley, let's talk about this junior class. There's some talented athletes in this group, but and the reality of it is all 9 are not going to play at the same time, and so you're going to have to kind of bury your ego and put it in your back pocket, if you will, and you're going to have to move forward. So as one of those talented kids in that class, give us an idea on what kind of team camaraderie there is between that very talented junior class.
Oh, it's awesome. I love our class, our team so much. And like you said, of course, we're not all going to be able to be on the court together at the same time. But truly the support that we felt from this team so far, we keep telling each other, like, our culture is something so special this year. Like, it is developing into something so beautiful. So on the team and in our junior class, the support, the love, the encouragement, the camaraderie, it's been amazing.
Paige, from your perspective, I know that there's a lot of young kids coming in and some transfers coming in. And it's not easy making the transition from being a high school player or another college coming in the situation. So with this very talented recruiting group, what's your take on them as you had a chance to spend some time with them, whether it be on the mission trip or here in the early stages of practice?
I love our freshmen. I love our transfers. I was talking to the team about, like, our freshmen are just so, like, outgoing and just, like, not even shy at all. And it's just awesome to, like, have a group of girls that come in and just click right away with the team. And also they're, like, the most supportive girls ever. And so I just think it's super awesome for the culture. Like Haley had mentioned, that we're trying to build, and we are building. They have the same mentality of the all-in for good culture. And I just think, yeah, we're just so blessed with, like, amazing transfers, amazing freshmen.
Paige, last year, if my numbers are right, 557 assists. That sounds pretty good. And 146 sets. Give us an idea on, do you go into the season saying, hey, listen, I would like to get 700 or 800 or 600? Do you look at numbers individually? Because I know in sportscasting, that's a big part of our language. That's a big part of our culture, because those are things that we want to be able to relate to the audience, that this person is really good. And here's the reason why, because we can back it up by numbers. But as a sportscaster, I look at you, you're around the ball all the time, and you're in that person to make a big impact. So do you talk about numbers, or is that something you and Coach talk about privately, and that's just not, but are you looking at the stat sheet after the game and say, okay, well, I didn't do very good? I mean, so how are you handling all that?
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, Coach and I she does with everybody, but we'll sit down and have, like, realistic and, like, statistical goals that we set. And so, yeah, I focus on my numbers at the beginning of the season and be like, okay, this is what I want to achieve this season. And then I'll set myself a goal and to a high standard. And then, yes, I look at stats right when I get on the bus after a game. I'll check our stats, and I'll look at my digs or look at my sets or my assists. And, yeah, I'm always checking my numbers.
I think that you have to have some kind of starting point and say, hey, listen, I need to be at this point, whether it be my attack percentage needs to be here, or I need to be able to do this. I need to be able to be this. Haley, obviously another one of the team leaders in this. So give us an idea from your perspective. Do you look at the numbers? I mean, you were at my numbers at 936 digs, I think it was last year, something to that effect. Give us your thoughts on numbers. Do they mean anything to you, or you could care less?
They mean a lot. I check a lot. I try not to let myself get too wrapped up, because there is a lot more to the game than numbers. So getting too fixated on it, I found, is not healthy way for me to live. But I do check them. I do kind of have a goal for myself per game, as well as on the whole season. Yeah, so I check them pretty consistently.
Delaney, who's the most competitive volleyball player on the Bethel University Pilots roster? Whether it be seniors, juniors, maybe some of those talented youngsters coming in, or is it you? Are you the most competitive person in the group? Who would you say?
I would probably say Taylor Delp, for sure.
Okay. Now I understand that Taylor's going to be moving into the middle now, so that's going to maybe change some of the things. Do you think that's going to be an easy transition for her?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to her yesterday, and she said that she played middle in high school, so hopefully she can just hop right back into that. That'd be fun.
Haley, who do you perceive as the person who's the most competitive?
I think I'd have to agree with Taylor.
Is it?
She's pretty
okay.
intense.
Paige, how about you?
Taylor.
Okay. Paige, who's the funniest person in the group? Who's the person who's always cracking everybody up?
I don't know. I would say.
Is it you?
No. I mean, not that I'm not funny, but, like, definitely not the funniest person. I would say it's a tie between Delaney or Sophia Beeson, our freshman coming in. She just knows exactly how to make every single person on this team, like, laugh so hard. So
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Liberty's a runner in that too. I don't know. We got really, really funny people on the team, but I'd say those top three for sure.
Okay, so I was so impressed with Brianna when I had some time with her here, and she signed out to our audience out there. I thought that was such a unique skill set. Each and every one of the student athletes that I get a chance to engage with during the course of the season, each has such a unique skill set. So let's start and talk about the future for you guys. And Delaney, let me start with you. I know I'm not trying to shove you out the door or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but what are your goals after you finish up your education here at Bethel, and what would you like to do quote unquote, when you grow up?
Well, I'm majoring in marketing right now, so I feel like my dream job would be to work for like Make-A-Wish and like I feel like being involved in that in any way would be super cool. Or my family, we have a family business back in Fort Wayne, so maybe I could take over that someday. That'd also be pretty fun.
Haley, how about you? Have you given any thoughts to the future?
Yeah, so right now I'm majoring in psychology and American Sign Language as well. So definitely planning to go to grad school for something in the realms of clinical psychology. It would be cool to serve, I don't know quite what the population would be, cool to serve deaf population knowing sign language.
Sure.
Maybe work as an interpreter, especially right out of college, but I don't know exactly.
Okay, and that's okay to not know. It really, really is. Paige, how about you?
Yeah, so I'm majoring in exercise science right now here at Bethel, and then I plan to go to grad school and get my doctorate in physical therapy.
Is there one thing that you should know about the Bethel University women's volleyball team that most people don't know? Anybody want to tackle that question? Nobody wants to tackle that one. That one got everybody tongue-tied. All right, well, let me give you an open-ended question. I'm going to start with Paige, and we'll move our way from left to right. Open-ended question. The Pilots are going to be a competitive team. We're going to win more than 21 matches this year because we're going to do this. What are you going to do to improve on last year's record?
Just have like a better mentality going to each and every game. Like better mentality, better attitude, better effort, I would say. And I just know we're going to have all those three things.
Okay. Haley, how about you?
I would say because we're going to serve each other. I think that has grown our culture, and even being on the court and knowing what you can give back to your teammates is going to make you win games.
Delaney, how about you?
Similar to Paige, I think just a good mindset and like actually wanting to like work hard would be really beneficial to us.
Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by and being with us here today. Excited for another season of Bethel University volleyball here on Regional Radio Sports. Don't forget you can watch those games online. Special thanks to Alexis and to Tanner and everyone here at the Goodman Gymnasium for their great work. Don't forget to check out these gals. We're in the blue jerseys right here on the Goodman or in the Gates Gymnasium, wherever we may be. Once again, I'm Paul Condry. Thanks for joining us here from Bethel University, here on Bethel University Women's Media Day. I'm Paul Condry. God bless you all.